Hi everyone, it is Jen here from Eden Valley Crochet, and today I'm going to be walking you through the technique of foundation single crochet. And there are loads of reasons why I love this technique. First, I think it's really pretty. It has a really neat edge along the bottom of the work, and that just makes everything, your finished projects, just look really nicely finished and really professional. The second reason I like it is that it has quite a lot more stretch than a normal foundation chain with single crochets in it. And I'll just show you what I mean. So this is our foundation single crochet that I'm going to be showing you how to make in a second. And if you just gently tug it, you can see that there's quite a lot of nice natural stretch there. Whereas if we compare it to a foundation chain with just normal single crochets, you can see that there's our foundation chain along the bottom and our single crochets. You can see it's just not got as much stretch and it's a lot tighter. So I find that when I make projects that involve a really long starting chain, like a scarf or a shawl, and then I crochet up this way, I find that my tension gets a lot looser at the top because it doesn't have this foundation chain keeping it nice and tight at this bottom. So I find that it kind of goes this way and looks wider at one side than it does on the other. And so that is why I really, really like the foundation single crochet for lots of projects, but especially scarves and ones where they start with a really long starting chain. So if you want to see how to create this and use it in your projects, then keep watching. Okay, let's start our foundation single crochet. First thing is to put a slip knot on your hook. So go ahead and do that in whichever way you feel happiest. I know there are loads of different ways of doing it. I think mine is pretty boring, but that doesn't matter. You go ahead and do that whichever way you are happiest with. And the first step in our foundation single crochet is to chain 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So chain 1 and chain 2. And then we need to insert our hook into the first chain that we just made. So that's this one here. Insert your hook and you're going to pull up a loop, and then we're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through both of these loops that are left on our hook. So yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And that is our first single crochet, foundation single crochet completed. Now, this is where things get a little bit different. What we need to do is we need to turn our work this way. And can you see this little V here? We've got one loop here and one loop just here. They're creating a little V. That's where we need to insert our hook underneath both of those loops. So we're going to do that now. There's under the first loop and then under the second loop. And now we're just going to do exactly the same as we did before. We're going to pull up a loop. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to yarn over and pull through both of those loops that are still on our hook. And that has completed our second foundation single crochet. Now let's do that once more. So turn your work, find the V that you just made when you completed your next foundation single crochet. Insert your hook under both of those loops, like so. Pull up a loop, chain 1, and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. That's our third foundation single crochet. Let's do that once more and then we'll have a look at what we're creating here. So turn your work towards you, find the V that you've just made by finishing your previous stitch, insert your hook under both of those loops, and then we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over and chain 1, and yarn over and then pull through both of those loops on our hook. So that means we've now done 4 foundation single crochets. And if we look at what we're doing, we're kind of doing 2 things at the same time here. We're creating a chain along the bottom of our work. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 chains there. And on the top of our work, here's where we're forming our single crochet. So we've got 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. So you're sort of getting 2 for the price of 1 with this technique. You're getting a chain along the bottom of your work and your first row of single crochets. Okay, now let's just do that another few times. So you turn your work towards you, identify the V at the bottom of the previous stitch, insert your hook under both of those loops, and then pull up a loop, chain 1, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Once more, turn your work, find the V at the bottom of your previous stitch, insert your hook under both of those loops, pull up a loop, chain 1, then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. Okay, so there's our foundation single crochet. And here's our finished foundation single crochet chain. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful, and that you can use it in projects that you make in the future. If you did enjoy it, then give my video a like, and if you want to see more tutorials, then subscribe and tap the bell so you know when I release a new video. Okay, take care, have a wonderful day, and see you soon. Bye bye.